Meanwhile, in stately Wayne Manor...
Hello, crime fighters! Another Superhero Saturday starts right now. Welcome back to Brickscale Studio. My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining me. So today is February 1st. Hard to believe we're already a month into 2025. Hopefully yours is off to a great start. So today we've got a super easy episode. We are just installing the other side of that frame and then putting some support pieces in. So let's get into the build and we'll talk about it after.
And in the Batcave, deep below stately Wayne Manor.
Here is issue 27. All right, so in the last episode, we put on the left middle and rear frame, and so today we're going to be putting on the right middle and rear frame. It's going to be the same as we did in the previous episode, and that's what we're going to have. So let's get started. Here is the parts pack. Right, so here are the parts, and again, they are all metal, and we're going to be doing just the same thing that we did in the other issue. So that is going to go in just like that. And again, we are attaching that with CM screws. And there is two, and again, metal to metal, so make sure you get those in there as tight as you can. So now we're going to bring back the chassis that we've been working on. So here we go, and we're going to do the exact same thing. This is going to go in just like so. And that's going to be attached with CM screws. All right, so we have that in, and that is it for this issue. Here is issue 28. All right, so we have a couple of cross members to put in that will sort of shore up those two pieces that we attached. We're going to go in here and here, and those again are going in with some CM screws. So let's get into issue 28. So there's the parts pack. Okay, so here are our two pieces, and these are both metal. So the first one we need is this one. This is the middle cross member, or the central cross member as they're calling it. So let's bring back our frame. And this one is going just like this. So the two ends are going on top of the screws here, and the middle is going under. So that's going just like so. So remember, these two go on top. This one goes under, and we're putting those in with CM screws again. So I'm going to do this middle one first. And again, this is metal on metal, so again, as tight as you can without stripping or breaking off the screw head. And I'm going in with my PH0 screwdriver to drive them in, and then I'm going in with my PH1 just to give them a last little twist. Perfect. All right, this one's being a little tricky, so I'm going to turn this around. We're going to get that lined up properly. There we go. All right, and then one final twist. All right, there's the central cross member, and then we are going to take the rear cross member, and let me turn this back around. Actually, I'm going to leave it this way because I have more room. And this has a flat side and a rounded side. So you want the rounded side facing down. So we're going to put those right in there. And again, those are going in with CM screws. And there is the other side. All right, so that is it for issue 28. So looking good, we got both sides of the chassis on. We've got our 2 support pieces in. So let's move on to the Lego side. Here is the Lego build. In the last episode, we put on these 2 side panels here and this area. So if you remember, we used all of the parts in bag number 4 in the last episode. So I have opened bag number 5. And today we are going to do steps 79 through 84. So let's get into the build. We won't need this for the... Actually, we won't need this at all today. So I'm just going to put this aside. Okay, that is through step 84, and that's what we have. I believe we are working on the crime or the mobile crime computer is what we are working on. So that is it for this episode on the Batmobile for the Lego side. So let's show you where we're at so far. So here is the main part of the Batmobile. And I believe this is going to go in somewhere in here. Back here somewhere. And then, of course, here is the partwork build. And yeah, now you can kind of see how much larger the partwork build is. So we did, we attached this side, or this side. I believe it was this side. We attached this side, and we put in some cross members, or actually here and here. You can't see the one in the back. So that is it for this episode. So pretty easy episode, as I said. So let's do the summary really quick. So for the partwork build, we only had 4 steps and 4 parts. And for the Lego version, we had 6 steps and 23 parts. So total to date, we have 175 steps, 206 parts on the Fanhome side, and on the Lego side, we have 192 steps and 510 parts. All right, so what did you think about today's episode? Pretty simple, right? So I think next week is also going to be fairly straightforward. We're going to be working on the rear axle. And then after that, we're going to get into some suspension, which gets a little tricky. It's not really tricky. You just need to pay attention to the directions. But we'll get into that in that episode. So please remember to like, subscribe, share. Let me know down in the comments what you're feeling about these episodes. How are you enjoying the Batmobile build? Be sure to stay tuned Tuesday for another DeLorean build, and of course Thursday we are starting our Funhole February series, where we'll be building some Funhole sets. I think the first one coming up is the saloon, and remember those Funhole sets have integrated light kits, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And so until I see you again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon.